What's up YouTube, Capital G here. We're talking Dimension of Chaos in this video, and we have our first look at some of the cards that are going to be released in this set. So far we know of some DDDs, and it looks like they're definitely going to be some of the chase cards, or at least these are going to be the cards that Konami wants people to buy. These are at least the cards that they're pushing, because I can tell by looking at them they're like high rarity. This guy's an ultra rare, this guy appears to be a super rare, and I mean, I'm wondering if this is going to be the core archetype in this set. Which, if it is, it's going to be interesting to see how Konami plays this when it comes to the TCG, because I believe we're supposed to be getting a DDD structure deck, but I don't know if they're going to include all of the OCG support that DDDs have in that structure deck, or if they're going to put some of those cards as OCG imports in this set, or maybe we might even see some DDD TCG exclusives, because this seems to be more or less their set. Now, the thing about DDDs, and I don't claim to be a DDD expert, but I like the fact that not only do they have Exceeds, Synchros, and Fusions, but their boss monsters just feel like boss monsters. Like, if nothing else, just based on their stats. Like, if you look at a lot of the DDDs, the high level ones or the high rank ones, they routinely have like 28 to 3,300 attack. Like, a lot of DDDs, you summon them and you can just beat the brakes off your opponent, and they feel like strong boss monsters, and I like that. I mean, it's cool to have, you know, your boss monster be a Dante with 1,000 attack and it can get powerful, but it's another thing when your boss monster is just strong as fuck and you can just run shit over. So first card we're looking at is the DDD Wave Oblivion Overlord Caesar Ragnarok. That is a ton to say, and like, I mean, the text takes up almost the entire space of the card. It is level 10, 3,200, 3,000. Again, I'm telling you guys, the stat line on a lot of these DDDs is incredible. Like, just about all of their boss monsters are powerful as hell. He's a fiend, and he requires 2 DDD monsters to summon. The effect one is once per turn when this card when an attack is declared in a battle involving this card, you can target one other DD or Covenant card you control, return it to the hand, and if you do, equipped one face-up monster your opponent controls to this card, except the monster this card is battling. Okay, so what's cool about this effect, if I'm interpreting this right, is that you can use it during your turn. Let's just create a situation. Let's say your opponent has a Trishula and a Valkyris. You could essentially run over the Valkyris, and then as long as you had a DD or a Covenant card to bounce, you could just take the Trishula and you could equip it to this card. So basically it's kind of like a snatch steal, and anytime I get to take one of your monsters away and potentially use it as my own, I'm definitely liking that effect. I mean, it's kind of just a +1 effect. I mean, I don't know a ton about the DDs. Maybe they have some trigger effects that would be good, because then you could use them again. The effect number 2 says this card gains attack equal to the combined original attack of all monsters equipped to it by its own effect. Wow. So that means in that situation where you would be taking the Trishula, you actually would gain 2,700 attack. That is insane, which means that in that situation, you'd probably want to attack the Trishula and take the Valkyris, because then your dude would be like, he gained 2,900, which this effect seems almost absurd. It's like he already has 3,200 attack. This guy, I could literally see this guy getting over 500 or 5,000 attack like consistently, because all you need to do is just take an 1,800 monster. That's not uncommon for people to summon 1,800 monster. When you start talking about taking like you know, boss monsters, then this guy could maybe even get over 6,000 attack. So this card looks definitely legitimate. I just wonder how, like, whatever fusion spell is associated with him, like, I wonder how good that's going to be. Or, I mean, I don't think that they contact or anything like that. And then next is an Exceed. This is 8. This is rank 8. Okay. This is the DDD Twin Founding Overlord Dp-Ygo. Okay, what exactly is twin about the card? I'm not sure. Anyways, the stat line once again is just, this has Behemoth written all over it. 3,500 attack, 3,000 defense, and just insane. It requires 2 DDD level 8 monsters to summon, or actually 2 level 8 DD monsters to summon. Effect number 1, during the turn that this card is Exceed summon, all other cards or effects on the field cannot be activated. Or actually, let me read that again. During the turn this card is exceed summon, all other card or effects on the field cannot be activated and their effects are negated. Damn. That's pretty powerful. Effect number 2, once returned during either player's turn, you can detach 1 exceed material from this card, destroy all spell and traps on the field. So my man has oh my god, this dude has a fucking heavy storm built into him that can be used on either player's turn. Okay, so basically, while you control this card, your opponent just can't they can't set anything in their back row as long as you have materials, because you literally could just instantly nuke their back row. And effect number 3, which I'm sure is pretty insane too, you can detach 1 exceed material from this card and then target 1 covenant spell or trap in your graveyard, set it to your side of the field. Wow. Damn. And you know what's insane? You could actually use the Heavy Storm effect and the Get a Covenant Spell or Trap effect in the same turn. This card is, see, these are the definitions of boss monsters. Like, I want my boss monsters to have insane stats. I want my boss monsters to have fucking broken ass effects. If I'm giving up 2 level 8 monsters, you know, I want something damn good to pay me back. You know what I mean? Like, I want to invest in something really, really good. And if this is what the DDDs are about, if this is the level of their boss monsters, then this is an art type that I can get behind, because, you know, I think good boss monsters make good art types. So let me know what you guys think. So far, so good with Dimension of Chaos. Again, Dimension of Chaos could be representing, or it could mean, you know, a whole bunch of new DDD support, or it could represent something else. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching as always.